troubles and all of my blues, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you.
Wilson has a history of out-of-the-box ideas and execution, and Wilson became what they called the world's greatest tobacco market. There was more tobacco that was bought and sold here than in any place in the world at one point. Wilson was an agricultural community, still is. Did a lot of growing of cotton and tobacco. And there was a time when the city leaders realized that in order for their community to really prosper more, they had to transition from just growing the tobacco to actually selling the tobacco. And what they did was they offered a tax break to anyone who would build a tobacco warehouse and auction house in the downtown. This place that we're sitting in was actually the site of the very first tobacco warehouse in what was eventually a sea of tobacco warehouses and became the world's greatest tobacco market.
Downtown Wilson was really, the place to go, place to be.
We had tobacco warehouses. There was, a fertilizer plant or other things, kind of located around the downtown. Of course, office work and a hotel.
They painted themselves in a corner. The corner is, for so long, they expected what? Cotton and tobacco to be their savior. Cotton is basically no more. That's the real piece. It's basically no more. And tobacco is gone. That golden leaf is gone. All you need it for now is filler. You can grow tobacco cheaper in Rhodesia and just use this for what? Flavor. So it doesn't take as much cream in the cup. You dug a hole so bad that marijuana won't even bring you out no time soon.
It was all family-owned businesses. Oh yeah, got the coffee shop, bakery here, flower shop. There was a hairdresser. There was also a dance studio. All that stuff moved out, and these places just closed up.
When I came back home to practice law, there were 20 plus odd miles of unpaved streets on the east side of Wilson.
This spot that we're sitting in right here is called the Wallace Simpson Whirligig Park. So Wallace Simpson, he was from Lucama, which is in Wilson counties. He was a rigger, heavy equipment mover, a house mover. He had sort of collected a lot of pieces and parts, and when he retired, his wife Jean told Wallace to go out there and do something with all that junk you've got around your workshop, and this is what Wallace did. We had done a comprehensive plan, and during that process, one of the themes for that comprehensive plan was to revitalize our downtown because our downtown was really struggling at that time. This was one of the ideas, to have a park in our downtown that was our central park that had Wallace Simpson's whirligigs in them to be that catalyst project to spur surrounding development.
This community built its own broadband network. The most important infrastructure 50 years ago to get industry was water. It's certainly still important. They looked at it as like, this is as important as water was in the industrial recruitment game.
And the goal was for it to reach every area of our county, even on the rural parts, so that everybody had access to high-speed internet.
If you hear construction noises in the background, that's a baseball stadium being built right there, as well as a hotel. Since announcing this park, we have had 50 buildings, 50 buildings redeveloped. And right now, as we speak, there are 50 more that are in the pipeline. And I think we're in a really great sweet spot for sustainable, healthy, manageable growth.
I believe that the door should stay open and we should see, but I think that we should also serve notice that we want to be full equal partners in this situation that we call life in Wilson, North Carolina. And I believe that people of goodwill want to see the same thing on both sides of the track. The only thing I can say, sir, is just do the right thing. And I think that if Wilson does that, I think Wilson will be everything that they would want it to be. Keep me at the table and invite me at the table and I'll work with you. You try to stop me from sitting at the table and I'm gonna raise all the hell I can raise.
Historically, African-American people feel like they're not getting all the benefits on East Wilson as they get on West Wilson. And I hate to say East Wilson and West Wilson, but you know, I think the train track divides us. And it's a long history, you know, with African Americans, where we have the community center over on Reed Street. That was their social function area. They swam there, they danced there, they skated there, and that's one of the few places that they really could go. We want our children to go off to school and say, I'm going back home to work. And we want to make sure we have the job industries here, the high-paying jobs, this internet service, everything they need that they will see in the big cities.
In the United States, if you don't have a car, you're generally disconnected from the rest of the economy, unless you're in a big city like New York or something like that where there's robust transit. But if you're in rural America and you don't have a car, it's very difficult for you to maintain connection to the economy.
Wilson has always had a passion for their citizens. One of the biggest needs in Wilson was transportation and daycare. I can't keep your kids, but I can help you get where you need to go in a timely manner. We had these fixed route buses for quite some time, and they only ran once an hour, and they didn't run across the entire city, and ridership had been declining. So we just started asking ourselves, is there a different way that we could deliver transit services?
Think about this. A person in a low-paying job riding the bus to work spends hours doing something that a person in a car gets done in minutes. Bus riders have far fewer options too. They're stuck with bus stop jobs, bus stop medical care, bus stop groceries, bus stop schools. That means bus riders are blocked from opportunities the rest of us have. If we want to truly inspire hope and upward economic mobility, people need to be able to link to economic networks. Microtransit enables folks to connect with their best jobs, their best doctors, their best grocery stores, and their best schools. Just like everyone else, it puts them on a path of upward economic mobility that over time will have generational benefits.
All of my troubles and all of my blues, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you.
The Wilson team had put out something in the press that said that the Wilson community was interested in innovative solutions that could enhance mobility within the community. And based on that article, we reached out to Roger and had a conversation a few weeks later.
So this was 2019, and we're marching towards looking to launch in early 2020, and of course COVID hits. So we slowed the project down, but we ended up launching in September of 2020 with our microtransit project. Why are we able to do that here in Wilson? And that's because of the political leadership. We've had very stable political leadership, but if you don't have the backing of a city council or a city council willing to take a risk, we could have failed. And we told them, in fact, we parked our buses. We did not get rid of the buses, we didn't surplus them, we parked them. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're very upfront. We don't know if this is gonna work, but we should try it. And they're willing to try it. They're willing to take a risk, which is a political risk. I'm not getting voted in and elected. They are.
You and me, baby, we drive around. You fix me up when I break down. And you're all that I need, babe. And you're all that I want. That's why I got to have you here up front. And all of my troubles and all of my blues, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you. And all of my friends and my guitars too, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you. When I'm with you. When I'm with you.
I work at a nursing home called Harmony Park. I've been there for 6 months. I had to figure out how I was going to get back and forth. I'm already trying to provide for my family, so I need to make sure I can have reliable transportation. And when I got the call back from this job that I was accepted, I said, okay, this job is in a place where I know I can get back and forth, and VIA played a huge part in that.
People's ability to go out, to get a job, to improve their economic situation, to access healthcare, to access education is extremely limited if you don't have a car in the United States.
When you look at some of the survey results that we've run, about 90% of our ridership in Wilson doesn't have reliable access to a personal vehicle. And so as a result, you have folks that need mobility but don't have an alternative.
I have lived in Wilson over 30 years. I was driving to work one day and had a stroke on my way to work and didn't realize what was going on. So I could not drive. I could work because I could sit down, but I could barely walk. Wilson's bus system doesn't stop near my house. As far as I'm aware of, there was none that came down my street. And so I would have to walk to where the bus pickups are, which is, maybe a mile and a half walk from here, from my house.
There's cities all over the world where the bus is very efficient. We have great buses in New York, great buses in London, but it requires a certain density, both of population, but also along people who are sort of traveling in these same sort of corridors in order to make the bus work really well. What microtransit does is, because it's dynamic, because we're talking about smaller vehicles, is it's able to just sort of pop up these bus routes as needed, as they can sort of book multiple people into the vehicle. And it's a much more efficient way to serve these more sprawling, sort of less dense population in areas.
There was an announcement about VIA coming. Oh, this is going to be, it's replacing the bus, and they're going to take us anywhere we want to go in Wilson, so you could get wherever you want to go, and they would pick you back up. Because before that, I relied on people to get me around, like friends or my best friend's family members. Like, that's how I got around. Or if I had the money, a taxi.
We do door-to-door service on this van. We can go in different areas that the bus couldn't go. And I think a lot of people like the fact that they don't have to walk as far from their house to get on the van because it's a corner.
And that stigma that public transportation is for the low income is gone. I've heard it called the public Uber.
When I go downtown, I used to walk from the house, but then once VIA started, I started taking VIA. Honestly, that's part of the reason why I really started getting back into going to downtown, because the art scene seems to have really grown. Like, there's so many artists and galleries and everything downtown now, and then it's fun.
VIA provides opportunity for me because it is inexpensive. I can get to a doctor's appointment. I can go grocery shopping. I can save for a car.
Without ride, I'd be at home. So I'm thankful that they take me to work, that I don't go stir crazy at the house, and I can go to work and do a part-time job.
One of the things we wanted to accomplish was connecting people to work opportunities. We have the newest plant, Johnson & Johnson. It's a $1 billion plant that's being built. If you get your high school diploma, go to our community college, which is going to have a biotechnology training facility that we're also building. You go through that program and you can get into that plant that has an average salary over $100,000 a year. And being able to do that, use RIDE to get up there and get a $100,000 job really is going to be life-changing for families in our community. So it's more than just we want to provide a service to the citizens. It's a bigger picture, and I think that's one of the things that we look at. It's not just an isolated item, say, well, can we fix transportation? It's let's fix transportation, but look at it as how does it benefit the entire city and what we're trying to achieve here.
All of my troubles and all of my blues, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you. And all of my friends and my guitars too, yeah, they take a backseat when I'm with you. 'Cause you and me, baby, we drive around. You fix me up when I break down. And you're all that I need, babe, and you're all that I want. That's why I got to have you here up front. And all of my troubles and all of my blues, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you. And all of my friends and my guitars too, well, they take a backseat when I'm with you. When I'm with you, well, I get a little lost. Points of interest